Stop is one of my favorites. Personally, it's between, Stop and Play are my two favorites. But I think that, since Stop is, for the most part, the majority of it is, my own ideas, straight from my head. So that I can relate to that song the most. So I think that might just be it might be my favorite.
I remember this one day Paul called me and he's like, "Hey, I'm coming down to your apartment," and he hurried up and came down to my apartment, and he just walked in, went and picked up a guitar, and played me the 62 Degrees part and Stop, and I loved it.
I remember, kind of rolling his eyes, fidgeting. He was just blowing it off completely. It ended up, being, I think, one of the highlights of the Rewind EP.
Normally I'll say my idea and, I get one of these looks.
I'm Harry Potter!
Oh my God.
The Rewind EP deals with, well, first off, Rewind was the first song written, and after that, everything kind of came together.
Take the soundtrack to my brain. Things that I just cannot say to you.
The song Rewind was the first song that we wrote out of those 4 songs. Steve and I were writing it on acoustic guitars.
My role in the Rewind EP was pretty much the same as it's been for the past 4 years. The guys come to practice and they have a song or an idea for a song, and we all pretty much build upon it. And I think that although drummers don't get a lot of credit for it, I think they do have a big role in the composition of the song, because they pretty much make the parts up, and the feel of the song is the rhythm.
The 4 songs on the Rewind EP are in order: Play, Rewind, Stop, and Power Off. There's no fast forward because that's kind of cheesy. As if Play, Rewind, Stop, and Power Off isn't.
Punchline's a bomb.
Stop! Silence! Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, I'm PJ Caruso. I'm 21 years old and I play drums in the band Punchline.
Quit looking at people.
We walked in the room. Okay. Hi, my name is PJ Caruso. I'm 21 years old and I play drums in the band Punchline.
And I'd like to thank my darling wife, Mrs. Sabosley, the mother of Punchline.
Dude, I got a story for you. I got a story for the ages. I got a story for the ages, man. I'm going to tell you about this one time. This little story I like to call the house that shouldn't have existed. There was this one time, there was this house. It was built on a big hill, and 3 people lived there. A man, a woman, and a dog. And they lived there for 20 years, man. And then the guy died. And when the guy died, the girl was real upset, and she said, my husband died, I'm real upset. And then the dog said to her, Man, he's been dead for 20 years. And it was so weird because Doug was talking, man.
The best story of all.
The end. The house that shouldn't have existed.
You filming?
No, just talk.
Check. Check.
Check, please.
Check.
Check. I never got to say check before.
Say like.
You guys always
Say like,
check.
hey,
I never
Steve.
get to say check.
On the interview! On the interview, darn Millville!
Jack.
Oh,
What do you think about Punchline?
Punchline. They're great.
Yeah?
I tell you, they're fantastic. Favorite song?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, but what are we gonna call ourselves?
How about the Berlin Project? Nah, I think that's already taken.
That name sucks anyway.
Oh, wait.
Bring him down. Bring him down.
That's good right there. Leave it like that.
I used to be in a band called Substandard. I was a guitarist and backup singer. We were real fast West Coast punk, real melodic, and real like skate punk. And but I met Punchline. I met Punchline when Substandard and Punchline played a show with No Knife and Piebald in what year was that? I guess 98 or something like that. I think it was in summer in '98, and I met Steve first, and it was when he still wore his glasses and his red hat, and when I met him, I just thought to myself, oh man, this band's gonna be horrible. This kid's such a dork.
My favorite movie is probably Sleepless in Seattle. I enjoy it. Meg Ryan is my favorite actress.
What do you think of Beethoven's Fourth? What do you think about that movie?
I haven't actually seen Beethoven's Fourth, but I think the whole series went downhill after Charles Grodin left. I
You don't
enjoy.
like Judge Reinhold's work in Beethoven's Fourth?
No, I appreciate Charles Grodin's humor when he's on shows like David Letterman, and I especially enjoyed him in The Great Muppet Caper. I thought he was great in that. His love for Miss Piggy.
It's a classic, man.
Yes, it is.
Oh, Punchline! Bring it to life! Woo! Who's that?
Check it out. I've come a long, long way.
Sadie, what did you think when we first started practicing here? Did you like it? Really? Sadie. That's the stage where I first started my musical career, right there on that stage. That's not too big of a stage. But we could probably cut the footage right now. Let's cut the footage right now.
Why you do a reenactment?
Aisha, so glad to meet ya. See you in the schoolyard, promo with the teacher. That's what happened on this stage. There's a whole lot of Vanilla Ice got on this stage, and ABC. I think Spider-Man. I think I performed the song Spider-Man on this stage. Spider-Man.
I can see myself. Boy, am I pretty, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey PJ, you play drums. Why don't you play for us?
Hell yeah.
Something called one-eyed pirates. These are some of the ingredients you will need.
Well, what are they? Hopefully they are super duper delicioso.
It's like the past 2 weeks of my life. Well, there's a British accent in there now.
Yeah,
it's like the past 2 weeks of my life. Like I've just been. Oh, dude.
Steve, real quick.
What?
You have any closing words for this video?
Let's just look.
You have to say something to everyone that's gonna watch this. Something memorable to end this video, DVD, documentary, whatever you want to call it. You know, what do you have to say?
See you soon.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's so lame. Come on, come up with something way better.
Come on, Steve. Do it for the kids.
In closing, no, that's all I have to say is I'll see you soon.
That I come back to something. You're gone. You're gone. And I know how the story goes. I've been here before. Goodbye when I walked out the door. Goodbye. I'm gone. So where does this leave me when I have to leave you? On the road ahead, there's a new life instead of the one I was just getting used to. Landscapes and signs, a few pictures to remind me I was wrongfully right. Thanks for the smile and wild nights while we laughed at the clock. Didn't care about anything. Let's just live. But the clock didn't stop, it was running just fine. And ironically, I was so lost in time tonight. Let's just live. Where does this leave me when I have to leave you? On the road ahead, there's a new life instead of the one I was just getting used to. Landscapes and signs, a few pictures to remind me I was wrongfully right. He'll say cliches that I used to use on you, but I was always clever. I love you forever, and you know that now. And you wonder how I left, and I haven't even left yet.